All right, so it looks like Reebok has given the Club C steroids and basically given us an early 2000s skate shoe. So let's take a look at the new model, the Club C Bulc. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys. I know I said it a million times, but really, I really do appreciate everybody who has liked the channel, left comments, all that good stuff, especially those who subscribe, because you're making the channel bigger and better. If you've done so already, again, I appreciate you. If you hadn't done so and do so in the future, I appreciate you as well. But let's get right into the shoe, because I know that's what you're here for. We don't want to bore you with some lame intro, but you guys are probably scratching your head at this point. I'm like, what in the world is Mike showing me today? Well, guys, sit back and relax, because this is something that apparently it's just the style now. Like Y2K runners are a big thing, those mesh runners. Apparently skate shoes or skate style shoes are back. And I'm talking about the big bulky ones, like the DCs, the Etnies, the S, all those things like that. They're coming back into style. And Reebok said, you know what? We got this. So they took their Club C, basically gave it steroids, looks like, and now we have the Club C Bulc. You see that difference? Look at that. Turn it. Normal Club C. Big old skate shoe. Normal Club C. You get the picture. But this particular colorway we're looking at today is actually going to be a collaboration with Japanese streetwear, or streetwear brand, I should say, Beams. Now, this is one I was very interested in because I grew up in a time when skate shoes were popular. When I was in middle school, high school, that was something that everybody wanted. That was the hot thing. And I remember just this style of shoe, just kind of just a wave of nostalgia hits, just wanting all those different brands and how everything just switches. But it's crazy how fashion, like everything else, is pretty just cyclical. So like I said, we get those early 2000 runners back. Now we're getting early 2000 skate shoes back, and not only from Reebok. It is one of those things, like I put pictures up here, and if I say this name wrong, I apologize. I am not a high fashion aficionado, but Lavin, I think their popular sneaker is their skate style shoe. Of course, you have Louis Vuitton with their trainer that looks like a skate shoe. So what Reebok did was gave you something that was very popular, but they gave it to you at a great cost, because this shoe is gonna, with the collaboration attached to it, it's 120 bucks, and we're gonna really dive into just that value with this sneaker here in just a minute. But I have to say thank you to the good folks at Reebok who sent this pair over. I appreciate you guys. This is one I released earlier in the summer, but it's one I was interested in. I didn't really get a chance to really talk about it just from being busy. So able to do it now, because I think this is actually just, even though it's an all white sneaker and people live in different climates other than where I do, where it doesn't get too dirty out here from the winter or fall, I think this is a cool shoe for the fall, because this is not something I really see myself wearing with shorts, but with pants, not baggy pants. I know those are back. I left those back in 2004, 2005 in high school. So those are not coming back ever. But for you guys who do like those baggy pants, this is definitely the perfect shoe for you, because I think this one just fits well with that aesthetic. But get into the sneaker. First off, the collaboration with Beams. Again, Japanese streetwear brand, who's not a stranger to Reebok, because you guys may know a past video I did, which is going to be another Club C, but the Club C Legacy. This was actually a partnership with Beams, Reebok, and Paperboy. So it was kind of a three-tier collaboration that gave you just a really sleek, clean shoe with amazing materials. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this trend with Beams and Reebok. It may not be the most over the top, but it's going to give you some solid materials. And you know what? Sometimes that minimalistic approach is okay with me. Not all the time, but especially with Reebok, because I feel like if you guys have seen, when I'm looking around at all the different Reeboks I have, and you've seen the videos I put out, there's a lot of different stories being told, a lot of different colors, a lot of different, variations of the shoes we're getting. And sometimes I'm cool with just getting something streamlined, simple I can throw on, and I don't have to worry about matching so much. But that's what this is. This is going to give you, I feel like the story is more behind the build of the sneaker than it is the color, because what Beams did, they took the original Club C color, the white with green accents, but they slapped it on, again, a skate shoe, which that's what this is for. The official description is paying homage to 2000 skate, and with the changes they made to the shoe, I think you could actually skate it. I'm not going to, but you can. But first things first, we're gonna get right into just the differences we're gonna see. So first off, it's huge. I mean, I have another Club C that is not quite the full-on original Club C. This one's the Club C Pump, so ignore the tongue. But we want to look at the size of the sneaker. So look at how much more slender this one is. You guys get that old skate style with this, but you're gonna get a lot of the same aesthetics, but we're gonna have some changes along the way. So we're gonna leave that one here for reference, but we're gonna get into it. First things first, you're gonna have the mud guard, which is basically 3 pieces. First piece you're gonna notice is gonna be a rubber guard here to protect you from the board, from the ground, foot drag, all that when you're actually skating. So again, you could actually skate this shoe. Next, you're gonna have the traditional mud guard, which is done up in a nice white leather, which this entire shoe, that leather is fantastic. It is thicker than what we got on the Club C Legacy, but it's just as soft and just as nice. On top of that, you're gonna have a little bit more protection coming in the form of another basically piece of leather covering up the toe box. So that way you kind of have 3 layers to make sure you're not ripping directly through this toe box if you're gonna skate. You're gonna have the normal toe box underneath that with the perforations that are done up to give you some ventilation in the sneaker. But going up to the eyelets, you get that, again, that expansive just size of the shoe just growing as you move up to the top of the sneaker. Gonna be done white leather eyelets that are gonna be here. You're gonna have fat white laces, which bring you straight back to skate. And these did come with 2 sets of laces. You guys can probably see them in the camera, but they come with an extra pair of crispy white laces, basically. So that way, if you ever get these dirty or tear them up, you have the access to go ahead and, you know, replace them. The tongue's gonna be almost the traditional Club C tongue, but again, put a pillow underneath it, basically. So you're gonna have that kind of satin finish on top. You're gonna have the old Reebok logo. Almost reminds me, if you guys ever played video games, Resident Evil umbrella, kind of reminds me of that. But you have the Beams logo or Beams branding done up in green. Now, what's really nice about this is that, of course, you have that nice big plush tongue. If you're skating, so you get that comfort, but it's also gonna be covered in terry cloth. So you can, again, nice soft material inside, feels good on top of your foot. And you're gonna get that same terry cloth that's gonna run across the top of the sock liner. When you get into the sock liner, it's gonna be more of a mesh finish. Now, the sock liner, let me move this one out the way, we're not needing that right now. Sock liner is going to be a traditional sock liner, nothing special there, but it's going to be covered in terry cloth as well, so it gives you a nice feel on the bottom of your foot with the Reebok and Beams logo located at the bottom. Yeah, well, if I can get it back in there, right? Then you're going to have your top eyelets done up in plastic. I don't see myself actually lacing it up to the very top. With this shoe, I feel like it's going to be more of a super casual fit. Again, I'm not skating these at all. There's no reason to. But it's nice because I can just slip my foot in and out of this. And as we talk about the size, these fit true to size. I mean, try to figure out what is your normal Club C size? We're the same thing. I wear a 10. These are a 10. If you ever have a question of, oh man, how does this fit? Foot Locker, Champs, I know they do the Reeboks. Of course, if you come on a Reebok store, go ahead and just go try a pair of the Club C's on. And same size I'm wearing this Club C, I'm wearing this Club C. Even with the additional padding, it is not so much that it changes the fit drastically. So I wouldn't really deter from what you normally wear. If you're a wide footer, I wouldn't change either, honestly. I go true to size. I mean, do what is better for your foot. Everyone's foot's different. I can only give my 2 cents because I don't know what your foot feels like in the shoes. So if you can try them on, if you don't have the ability to, go with your true to size. Now we're gonna have the panels that are a little bit different than the actual Club C. I was looking at that and I didn't realize it until just now, but with the normal Club C, you're gonna have the Vector logo that is gonna be basically patched on in leather with the Reebok branding up top. This one is going to be flatter. There's no Vector logo going through here. It's going to be just different patches of leather on top of each other. It's going to give you the Reebok branding with the Union Jack flag here. And that's, of course, Reebok's going to be done up in green. But you're missing that, so you guys can see the difference in how the build is. The bulk is going to be a bit more flat than the actual Club C. Getting to the ankle and heel area, you're going to have the traditional Club C tab here with Reebok branding in green. You're going to have a nice thick leather going across that heel cup as well. I love the fact it kind of has not only the nice leather, but it's actually piped with more leather. So it's just a high quality sneaker. And again, if I didn't mention, I can't remember if I did or not, 120 bucks. $120, you're getting a pretty solid shoe, and you're getting a popular shoe without having to spend $800, $900, you know, however much those expensive luxury shoes are. Now, when you get down to the midsole, outsole is going to be a rubber cup sole. It is going to be the exact same setup as you get your normal Club C here. I think it's actually the same sole kit. I don't see any differences here. I think more of the differences are going to come with the upper. Now, this shoe, guys, again, simple, clean, is something that is just different that I want to talk about. Because there's a lot of things out there. I know we could all be looking at all these different shoes, but this is one that interests me. That's what I do on this channel. I'll bring you guys that interest me because maybe they'll interest you as well. But this one's super cool. It's still available, and not only this color, but different colors as well. If you want to get maybe brighter or even darker, there's darker colors. So that way you guys have options. I'll put a link down below so you can check it out. But you guys let me know. Are you guys into that skate style shoe again? Or maybe you're younger. This is your first time really experiencing it. How do you like it? Do you like the Club C Bulc? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts? Do you have a pair? Let me know down below in the comments. Until next time, guys. See ya.